All-in-one personal finance platform is finally live. Get access to all of my courses, templates, calculators, budgeting community, and the DollarWise app. And for this Black Friday only, grab the Ultimate Hammer Bundle. Lifetime pricing at just $39.99 a month. Unlimited use of the DollarWise budgeting app, a free month of Hammer Elite 3.0, and a bonus cookbook. Click below and start mastering your money today. Oh?
Sorry. I'm an engineer.
Oh,
Yes.
sick. What kind?
I just do engineering. Let's keep it at that.
Okay, what do you make? You
I
don't have to
make-
tell me the industry or anything, but is there like a engineering? It could
Just
be
keep
physical. It could
keep
be.
engineering.
Is it click-clacky engineering?
Yeah,
or?
click-clacky and
There you
outside
go.
engineering.
Oh, and outside.
Yes,
Very good. What are
half
you
and half.
making?
$32 an hour.
An hour? Okay. And how many hours a week are you getting?
Typically I try to keep it at a minimum of 24 hours, but I can do more.
She's only doing 24 hours.
It's part-time.
Part
Why?
time. Well, I have a
We'll
daughter.
get into that.
Just one kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
How
I
old's the
live
kid?
far.
Huh?
Huh?
2 years old.
You live what?
Far away from Houston. We live out in the outskirts.
In one of the
Houston.
suburbs. Get a job closer.
I tried.
It didn't work out. It didn't work out.
There's
Why?
almost nothing out there. That's why.
Okay,
It's
then
'cause
maybe we
it's-
have to move closer.
It's
I mean,
still
We gotta
very
sell the
like
house.
up
humans
and
have
coming.
to. Oh, you own a house. Yeah. I mean, humans have to migrate towards opportunity. That's what we've always done as a civilization.
Well,
and
there's
need
a whole
to.
story behind it. That's why. But
Well, that's fine. I don't think I need it right now.
okay.
But very good. What hits your account on a per paycheck basis, and how often is that?
So every 2 weeks I get about 13.
Okay.
1,300. Yeah.
Why? She seems so cautious about everything she's saying.
I don't know, I
Is
think
she
it's
not
just-
confident
Probably just
on it?
nerves. It's
Probably.
It's the cameras, okay?
I know. People get a little nervous. No one's used to being on front of the camera that comes on the show. And I do appreciate you guys coming. Everyone, everyone just watches the show and then they apply to be
Yeah.
on. So, huh?
they need to come on, right?
Yeah,
But,
you guys did. Santiago, what do you do?
So I'm a construction safety guy, basically.
Safety guy.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. How much you making?
So it's a yearly salary. It's 86 plus. We get a yearly bonus and stuff.
What does that look like, the yearly bonus?
So it's about 19% of your 20% of your salary.
Mhm.
So
That's actually pretty damn chunky. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
hits your account per paycheck?
Per
Per
pay-
month. Per month.
per month, well, so I get paid. It's like $12.40 per week. So per month, it's like what?
$12.40 a week.
Yeah, so it's like
1240
$49.50.
times 52 divided by 12. Average it out. Some longer, some shorter. Looking
Yeah.
like 5,373.
Yeah, and on top of that, I do have like a second job that I
Like
kinda
a second job. What is your like a
It's-
second job?
So I teach OSHA classes. So I'm an OSHA like outreach trainer. So I do like OSHA 10s and 30s. And
What are you
stuff. So
making from that?
it depends, right? So
On average, average it out.
average it out. So for the past couple weeks, like let's say I do one class, it's
Past
like
couple weeks, just
450.
average. What is average? Like over the last how
Well,
about
let's say
quarter?
450 per week on
Okay.
top of regular salary.
Good. I mean, I love that. Times 52 divided by 12. That's an extra. Look at that. 1,950. Does that sound right?
It's about right. Yeah.
He recently got that job too.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
in the
'Cause we
past 2
needed
weeks,
it.
3
Well,
weeks.
because you don't work.
No.
But that is
because
9.
it's his fault. It's his fault. We got into this because of him. He wasn't
What,
telling me
having a kid?
No.
I mean, you both did the
No.
act.
It's because he wasn't telling me any of the finances. I was trusting on him.
What do you mean?
Like he was taking over everything. And
You were taking
hold on.
everything?
Before you start speaking, this is the problem. So
Sassy Latina. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
it
Still highly
started-
recommend.
So it started with him taking over the finances, like him taking over the payments. I will ask him, "Hey, what do we owe? What do we have to pay this week?" And he'll be like, "I got it. Don't worry about it. Just transfer me $700 or give me this, and then I'll pay everything else." So I was, trusting him that he was paying everything, and then he started saying, "Okay, we might not make the payment for the mortgage. We might not make the payment for the car."
It
Hold
wasn't
on, why were
exactly
you taking
like that.
control of everything like this? Like
Well-
almost forcefully. Like it sounds like she kind of wanted to be participating in it, but you were just there like, oh, It's me, Santiago. And I'm taking over all the money. Like,
Well,
I own everything.
It wasn't exactly like that, right?
So it felt like that.
essentially, we both were working professionals, right? Once we graduated and got together.
Yes.
We had
Welcome to almost every man and woman.
yeah, well, yeah. But the point is, so
Okay.
when we were living together, before we had our daughter, we were both working, making good money. We're like, all right, cool. We got some, we got some flexibility. We'd go out a lot. We'd, do all the normal people do, right?
It can fit in the fun budget, then yes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. At that time, we had a fun budget. We had enough. Whenever, she got pregnant, we were like, okay, we need to upgrade, right? Get a house, do this and that.
Why?
That's when.
Why? Kids are raised
Because
in
we had the
apartments
money.
all over the world.
That's what I told
Yeah, I
him.
know, but we lived on the.
Oh, you told him this?
Yes.
Oh, so he was really pushing this?
Yes.
So you didn't even fully agree?
Yeah.
The one who got pregnant.
Hey, so.
Dude, she's the one that got pregnant, had to give birth,
Thank you.
mostly raised the kid, and she's like, I'm chilling in an apartment. I'm
it was
okay.
on the third
We
floor.
were even looking for another apartment, and then you were like, let's try to get into the house.
Okay,
And I'm like, no.
dude,
Yeah, you
The-
could
the-
look floor, first of all. Second,
We did,
people, there you go. Second, people live on the third floor.
bro. It was all right. So
There's no elevators, though.
Well, most don't.
no. Aside
Apartment
from
complexes?
that, yeah, they were ghetto too. Nah, but they were not. It was supposedly in a nice area, but it was ghetto, dude. Like you'd come outside and it's like
Your
you
tires
got
were gone.
cars broken into.
Well, that sucks.
fucking
We move
rims.
apartment complexes. That doesn't mean
We-
we buy a
we-
house.
It was
You
still
can buy
better.
a house in a ghetto
The-
area where they
the-
slash tires.
Well,
I'm not even in a bad area, and I had a window smashed like last year.
well, the thing is, so like what we're paying for the apartment complex, or what we're paying for our apartment in Houston, the market's crazy. So it's like you're looking
No,
at
shut
18.
That's
Yeah.
not the most expensive city in Texas.
It doesn't matter. But if you want to live in a
it
semi
does, because you just said it's crazy. It's not.
If you want to live in a semi-nice
Dallas
area,
is more
you have
expensive.
to-
Austin is more expensive. Houston's more
but who
expensive than
wants to
San Antonio.
fucking live there. There's more
would live
work,
there?
more everything in Houston.
Uh-huh.
So there's much more competition. More people want to live in Houston. There's a lot more work. It's a booming city. Dude.
I believe Dallas and Austin are growing percentage faster, but Houston is the fourth largest city in the country. However, it's mostly just suburban sprawl. I mean, and highways and death and depression and horrible.
Yeah.
But no, it's again, if it's everyone's fighting for a place, that means prices would go up more than everywhere else in Texas, and that is objectively not happening. So that's a cope if I've ever heard one.
Well, the way I justified it was, all right, look, we're paying, 1900 per month for an apartment.
Sure.
That's what we're going to
That
pay
you
in
didn't
mortgage.
have to necessarily.
Yeah.
But a mortgage locks you in.
Doesn't matter.
Rental prices go up and down. Listen,
No,
we
they keep
built
going up every
we
year.
build in Texas. Rent in Austin has gone down about 40%. That can happen in these type of markets, So, but cost of housing has only gone up in terms of owning a house.
Yeah, but you want to
interest rates and everything.
The idea was we built some equity in a house. Okay, at that
Great
time
idea.
we had
Could you afford it?
some. Yeah, at the time, yeah,
At
we
the
could.
time-
You were
Well,
you were
this is
heavily
what-
against it.
This is what happened. We
kinda-
had the money. We justified it. We're like, all right, we're making good money. We're both working.
Were you making just
When
as
she
good
got
money? Because
preg-
you're making
she was
10,000 hours a
making-
month.
She was making
this is
more
great.
money.
Were you making 10,000 hours a month? Because that's what you guys are netting right now,
At
which
that
is
time, no.
incredible. So I don't know why we're struggling. So you made less.
I made less.
Okay,
Yeah, I
well, you
didn't
guys
have
are
the-
doing incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
and what was her argument against it? Can I hear that? Because she's the one that made you apply.
What was
I
your
have that on my
argument
notes.
against
She
it?
made you apply.
Mm-hmm.
What was your
And
argument
we're
against
watching
it?
over your shoulder as you were going through the application.
Mostly because I'm the faster typer.
Mm-hmm. It's weird if you're the engineer, but okay. What's her argument?
For what?
Oh, come on. You're telling me every reason why you wanted to do it. Why was she against it?
She was against it because she's like, why do we want to get a house right now? Let's just continue to live in an apartment complex, this
Let's
and that.
wait
So I
it
work
out.
construction, right? So I work kind of all over the place. So like at that time I was working, let's say very on the south side of Houston. And
Any chance you remember towards the beginning of the conversation when she says there's not a lot of opportunity in the places that you guys live, as in where you bought and now you're stuck in? Get a job closer.
There's
Why?
almost nothing out there. That's why. Okay, so the thing is, when we were in the process of buying the house, we were trying to look outside of Houston. We were trying to be a little bit outside. We never thought we would end up all the way.
Well, Houston proper is not that big. It's endless cities around it. So I don't know.
well, Houston's
Did you wa-
huge.
We wanted
Well,
more like,
Houston metropolitan area, yes.
you could say we
Not
wanted
city
more
limits.
like away from the city type of.
We just wanted to
idea?
be outside of like
There's
the-
hardly a
the
city in
bustling-
Houston.
It's really
Dude, Houston, you drive
crowded. Have you?
It's
one
not
hour,
crowded.
2 hours, and you're
Oh.
still in Houston.
It's not. Houston is not crowded. It's objectively not crowded.
When's the last time you've been there?
Houston is
It's
objectively in
fucking
every
crazy.
human density metric not crowded. It has traffic because you have people sitting in
Traffic is
cars that
crowded.
are larger than this little area that you and I are sitting in right now, and it's one person per car because we decided that's the most effective use of transportation.
Well, yeah.
It's not crowded compared to almost any city in the entire world. Houston's not even close to crowded. You have no idea what you're
Well,
talking
seems
about.
crowded to me.
It's not.
Okay.
It has horrible
What's
transportation.
pretty fucking annoying.
It has the widest highway in the country,
I know.
and it
that.
still doesn't work.
Yeah,
because
it doesn't.
You guys are
Us?
Oh,
I blame
as
the
Houstonites, yes.
I
That's
blame the
illegal.
transportation engineers.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you made him apply. Why?
To financial audit
Mm-hmm.
because it's his fault that we're here. So he has
How's
to
it his
apply.
fault? Because I hear the house thing. Okay,
Okay.
I get the argument. I think it was stupid. You just
Well, I
you
mean-
didn't need to. It was the need. The need didn't exist. But go on. So why is it his fault? Tell me.
Because we ended up falling behind in a lot of payments because he wouldn't communicate to me what we needed to pay on time. He just
Why?
kept brushing it off. And it's also, he wants to please everything I want. So if I wanted this, he'll buy me this. If I wanted that, he'll go get it for me. Like, he's just treating me like a
Look,
queen.
the way I see it was, she was spoiled. Yes, I spoiled
He
her a little
spoiled
bit.
me.
But the thing is, I needed to keep her not in the dark, but like she needed to just worry about like our daughter. I didn't want to add any more
Pretty
stress to
much
her.
lying.
How old's this
So I was
kid?
like, she's 2 now.
Okay.
She's a handful. But she this is my thing.
honestly-
like I wanted to keep her kind of just focused on that, and then I'll like worry about the bills, worry about that, not
Yeah,
take
much
over.
lying
you
to
want to
me.
know how to stress out a wife that just had a kid, and you guys kind of still just had a kid, not paying your bills, being behind on your bills,
Thank you.
risking losing the house over your head. I'd say that stresses.
Yes. You see?
But at least I carried the burden. Like
Burden? What are you
in my
talking
sense,
about?
like as far as the burden of
It's
the
adding
debt, like I
Built
burden
up
tried
the
to
burden and then dropped it on her
Well,
head.
Look, the
See?
way I see it, the way I see it, I was trying to keep her. Now, I wouldn't say like protected, but like I needed to kind of take care of it as the provider of the family.
Okay,
Because there
and
was
then
a
you
time,
didn't provide.
Well, it was kind of hard, dude. Because like, so we had, like, we started out as a dual income household, right? Okay, we were
Yeah.
both working. She was working. I was working.
Then you're like, oh, we're about to have a
making good
kid, so
money.
we're going to be a single income household. So we should
Well-
probably buy a house.
Well, this is the thing, right? So the idea was she got pregnant. She took her leave. We had the baby and everything. Afterwards, the plan was for her to go back to work.
she is
that
working.
didn't-
You
that
guys are
didn't-
bringing in
that didn't
10,000
end up-
hours a month.
That didn't happen,
Do
though.
you guys not know you guys are doing well beyond the median in Houston, in the United States,
Now.
and everywhere?
But
yes,
now that we're
even
going
now,
for
and
that.
then you made him apply.
Well,
yes, because we need the
well,
help.
we dug ourselves into a hole.
You dug us.
Okay,
in.
we are a team. We dug ourselves into
Now
a
you're
Okay,
hole.
she's
including
saying
me?
you.
Now you're including me.
Why are you saying that specifically? Why are
Because
you, why are you, why are you saying
Because
that?
of him. The reason why we're here because we're backed up on payments because he never told me anything.
I want
to
to hear
help out.
details. Just tell me
Okay.
about the whole thing. How did it look? How'd the whole
Okay.
situation look?
So then I ended up finding out that he ended up pawning his and asking for money to his mom and his dad to pay this, to pay that. And then we weren't able to afford daycare. And it's just on and off. A lot of things. Just
That's kind of
built up.
skipping a lot of steps along the way.
No,
there was
that's
a lot of
little
shit
bit.
built
I'm
up
just
through there.
throwing a little
So
bit at you.
she was working. She took time off, and then afterwards, she's like, "Hey, like, cause she did right. Like, she
Okay,
dealt
so-
with postpartum and all that. She didn't want to go back to work. So I was like, okay,
no,
look,
I did go back to work. Let me tell
Okay,
you the
she
story.
went
how
back
it
to work for
actually
3 months.
I had about 2 months of leave because I ended up having C-section. Okay, I went back to work. I went back to work like about for 3-4 months. I couldn't do it. I was going crazy with my daughter. I
Okay.
ended up kind of getting like anxiety, postpartum depression,
Yeah, I can accept it.
crying and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
I
so-
was like, I can't do it. At that time, you were in another job, remember?
yeah, I
You
was
were
at a
making
farther job.
more money on that time.
Well, before
And-
that, she decided, she's like, okay, well, I don't think I want to go back to work because it was really hard for her to be away from the baby and just the, like the anxiety, postpartum and all that. So I was like, look, my buddy is telling me, let's start a company.
Oh,
So hey,
what are you
look,
on about?
he got me-
Why,
Dude.
dude?
It was a good fucking deal. So he was like, look, I'll get you a guaranteed salary. He's like, we're gonna build this from the ground up. It's gonna be for us. We're gonna make
Guaranteed
it.
salary. Who the says that other than
Hey.
applying for a real job?
Well, so here's the thing, right? We were like, oh, it's gonna be for us. All right, cool.
Well,
So
yeah, that's what starting
I
a
ended up
business is.
leaving. I ended up leaving my job,
Oh,
right?
No.
I left my job
she
to
was
start this.
out. Well, she was out.
Well,
It was
he
for a
can say-
higher salary. So I was like, okay, it's
No,
gonna help
what?
us out.
How do you have a salary at a brand new business? That doesn't make sense.
Because we had you could say like a fund, right, to start the business
What
with.
was the fund?
It was, well, I won't get into that too much, but it was
Give me a
significant.
number.
It was at least
A
over
range.
300K, right?
How?
So
How'd you have that?
I didn't. It was
him.
my buddy who started the company. Essentially,
Then why would
what
he
it broke
give you
down
the
to,
money?
he didn't give it to me. So he
No.
was
But
the owner.
in promised payroll.
He promised me a salary.
A salary. Okay,
Yeah,
so you weren't
and-
working for him. You weren't going into business. What was your
Yeah.
role in promised salary?
I was the operations manager, essentially.
promised
so I
salary?
ran 100K plus bonuses, commission.
Okay.
And it was good.
And?
Good for a while. Yeah. So like the checks would roll in, it would help us. And I was like, all right, look,
Until-
you're struggling to go back to work. Just quit. Like, I got it. Like, I think we're making enough money. Cause at the time we were, I was like, I'm making
Yeah,
enough money
probably.
to sustain us. You can stay home, whatever. And so the idea was she gets out of work for a year until, our daughter's
No.
old enough to
So
to
I
like,
got off. The
You
good
guys
thing-
don't agree on
But
anything.
it's
Do you
just
guys-
he's talking for me, and I tell you,
Okay,
don't talk
go.
for me. Let me talk.
All right,
Tells
talk
you
to me.
don't
Let me
talk-
tell.
So
my
this is
side.
very frequently. I see.
Yes, bro. Like
I tell you not to talk for me. I feel like
Okay,
we have
go.
these
That's okay.
conversations pretty often, don't we?
somewhat weekly, actually,
yeah,
every
that's
Friday.
why we're in therapy.
Ah, well, that's good.
So I ended up trying to leave work, but the good thing about my job was that my boss was actually very nice enough to give me more time to be out.
Good, love it.
So I was out for about 6 months and was supposed to be able to come back in.
Did we not realize that this was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, what the happening now?
Okay.
So-
You guys are over
I
the
mean-
limit on 3 cards I have.
Well,
Two cards.
We dug
Two
ourselves
cards. I'm
into
looking
a
down.
hole, and in order to get out of
Yeah.
that hole, we dug ourselves into a deep,
You dug
How does that make
more
sense?
into
You,
the
it was
deeper
you.
hole.
She says you.
I did because
What
I
did
was-
you do?
We were trying to maintain the bill so we didn't lose that was important, right? So I was like, okay, we're struggling to pay
What was
the
your
car. We're
income at
doing
the
this.
time?
At the time, I only had the single salary, and that was before I got a
What
raise.
salary?
I was like at 76.
So obviously, first of all, 76 is great. What's the struggle? That's still doing better than the median household. Actually, combined household income
Yeah, but
is that you're doing what is usually 2 salaries. So I
So-
don't know what you were struggling with. You obviously lost that other job, or he stopped paying you.
well, the
stop
business
paying.
went under, right?
Well,
So
that
there was
happens.
a couple months where it
Welcome
was
to
like
business.
Yeah, so it was a couple months where we were doing great, right? And then towards the end of it, I mean, I think at 1 month, probably the lowest we made was like I made $500 the whole.
Yeah.
And so it was like, dude,
That's rough.
I can't do it, man. I was
No.
like, I gotta go
Okay,
back
so why were you struggling at 75,000 hours a year though?
because that was when I went back to work at my old company.
Yeah, but why were you struggling at 75,000 hours a year?
Because we had accumulated all the debt from going from a 2-income
we're already
household
at a
to a
house.
1.
So how'd you
income.
dig the double hole?
So like a quadruple hole?
What did he do?
So by that time, we were already living at the house.
Yeah, in Conroe.
We had already purchased a lot of things, stuff for the house. And
What
then
did he do?
all the
he
joys
He
wasn't
of
said in
paying-
order to get out of the hole, he dug a deeper hole. What did he do?
well, because he ended up leaving that job with his friend, or they went bankruptcy, whatever. He ended up making less money now. And then now that payments were coming in, you weren't able to catch up with those payments and kept falling behind, and
So?
having to get loans and having to pawn
So
your
you're taking
gun
out
and
loans for sure.
everything.
Yeah.
And pawning your guns is so. I've never even heard that on this show.
Yeah, I know. It's because, dude, I had a lot of. I'm like, well, we need some quick cash. I need like $800
And
like
they're
right
still
now.
there.
Pawning. Yeah, because you guys are.
Yeah, basically. But I didn't want to sell them, so I was like, let me pawn them. I'll get them back. Once things improve.
Yeah, but the thing is that when I went
Which I did
back
get one
after
back.
that 6-month leave, I couldn't do it. I felt like I still wasn't ready. And then we were living far, and I was like, the drive is almost 2 hours every time. I might as well stay home for a bit and look for a job over there. So I ended up leaving and cashing out my 401k.
How much? How much? Because you have a child. And that's
But it was-
time.
okay, hold on.
You need to be
Let
able
me
to
start speaking
retire
for me.
without the kid taking care of you.
Okay, so this is the thing.
God
I
damn.
cashed it out in order for me to stay as long as I can out from work to be with my
But
daughter.
that's confusing because he was making money. He was.
It wasn't enough. Though.
Okay,
Yeah,
it wasn't enough.
I know
never
for a
is,
fa-
right?
If I went through the spending during that time, come on, there's no way you cut back. Americans refuse to cut back.
Well, so that was part of the whole digging ourselves into that thing. Because whenever I got the new job and all the 100K salary, whatever. All right, cool. And she had the baby. At that time, I had a truck, right? It was a 2015 Dodge Ram.
No, you had a Silverado
patriotic.
first.
I had a Silverado first. It was completely paid off. I'd paid it off, but it was completely dude. Like you had brake issues.
The reason you
had
didn't go back
transmission,
to work is because you
engine.
thought your daughter was going to be abused in daycare?
It's more like being afraid of what happens because all these
Is she
videos
going
that
to
were
a Catholic
Hold
daycare?
on, because of all the videos that you see like on TikTok and Facebook
Nah, she's not a little
of
boy.
like children getting beat up, this happening to children, or something happened to a
I
baby.
think you're consuming fear on a
So-
daily basis
so-
via doom scrolling.
Yeah,
the
doom
entire
scrolling.
I was afraid of that. That's
you
where
cannot
okay, hold
make
on,
your
hold on.
daily decisions based on doom scroll.
I
Okay,
told
so
her
then-
You
that.
can't.
That's where my anxiety, my depression started hitting. I would be crying every day. I couldn't focus on work and everything. So I
Okay.
was going crazy
Well,
myself.
that part's fine. I'm okay
And
with you
then-
taking time.
I ended up taking therapy. That's when I ended up leaving those 6 months that my boss gave me again.
How
'cause
much did you take out from that 401k?
It was like
Why are you speaking for me?
I'm just saying.
17,000.
It's chunky.
Yeah, it was good money.
Chunky, was that everything?
Yeah, no, I ended up getting afterwards as well more money, like 1,000 extra. I mean, 1,000 is something,
Guys, you literally.
but
The
it was
idea-
to sustain me out from work. So that actually helped out for like about 10 months. almost.
$130,000 in debt outside of the mortgage. Outside of the mortgage is
Probably a little more than that.
$130,000. How is that even possible? What have you done? What have you possibly done? That is insanity.
Well,
Outside
I
of the
say?
mortgage.
Well, one is the car.
yeah, the car is
The car is the big one, the main one that we're like kind of fighting. like-
No, hardly. Honestly, no.
It's like how some people have
I'd
like
say more than anything, it would be an RV, but even that isn't meeting up
So-
20. That's not
Okay,
even a
that-
quarter
he
of the
can
debt.
tell the
You
story
don't
for
have
that.
any individual debt that is like more than 15% of
He can
your
tell
debt
the
outside
story
of the
for
mortgage.
that. That's his.
So the
I don't wanna
RV
get in
is
that.
that's a precarious situation.
Carrot?
But
Okay.
all right, so as far as
Is it a
the
fix up? Is it a buy, fix up, sell for more money? Please don't
No,
tell me.
no, no.
What, you guys gonna live on
So-
the road?
no, it was for my mom. So
What the dude? Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get into that as we go through all the debt. But I need to know how the communication around money in the household is right now. Like when
All
you
right.
sit down, you guys
Okay.
talk.
So
How do these conversations go?
before, what it used to be was I handle all the finances. I handle everything, right?
Did she want to be a part of it?
I was the responsible.
Did she want to be a part of it?
No.
You were not responsible. Look where we are.
I didn't want to be part of it.
She-
I asked you, hey, what do we need to pay? I'm getting paid my check or whatever. I have extra money from the 401k when I wasn't working. Hey, like, are we missing anything? No, you're fine. It's okay. Go spend your money. Go do this. Because I used to go shopping a lot.
So it was lies.
Well,
Like
Or
she,
like,
she
'cause
was
I-
trying to be a part of it, trying to understand if it was appropriate to spend or not.
At the
Listen,
time, I
shopping
did.
is not a bad thing, whether or not it's appropriate
Yeah.
is the question. And you just lied?
well, it's not that I lied. It's that at the
Oh my
time
God,
we
he
were
did.
doing okay.
You did.
We
you did.
were doing
I kept
okay.
repeating that to you so many times. Stop lying
Or-
to me. Tell me the truth. Hey, what do we owe? Oh, do we got to pay the light bill, the gas, the house? What's coming up? Like, I need to
Every
know.
time something came up, I had a plan in my head. So I would say, look, all right,
Oh, you're
We're
one of those
good.
guys with the plans.
Yeah.
Plans.
I know,
Your
what,
plans
imaginary?
don't work, dude. There's proven systems out there that you can take advantage of.
well,
And you wanted
I
to do
didn't know
these
about
plans. You're
that.
the guy
So-
with the plans. The plans never work.
I know.
You get an infinite amount of plans.
All you're telling me is that I need a new plan.
Look, private student loans can make you feel like you're one missed payment away from selling your grandma's heirlooms. We miss you, Grandma. Why Refi says, chill out. No more sacrificing the family jewels. They don't. Guess what? 4.6 stars on Google. Last budget.
Like a taco truck and like buying
All
food
right.
at lunch. I meal prep for a reason. and you won't go buy other food. Oh my God,
That was recent.
or I'm and I'm like, no, I don't care. Do not go out to eat. What's the point of me making the food if you're gonna go out and eat?
But
something
does it
else?
work if you sit there and just tell someone what to do? Instead of actually sitting down, coming up with a plan together and being on the same page. It doesn't work if you kind of create your own plan for the household and you're like, this is what you do.
Exactly.
Does that work?
No, but this is the thing. Okay, so I put in, because he already did his thing on his side. He tried to take over. It didn't work. So might as well me try to take over and try to organize our finances.
No. Maybe the takeover is what doesn't work. He tried to take over. You tried to take over. How about you guys sit down, do it together?
Because his ideas won't work.
Well,
I
okay.
think
Tell
if
me
we
about
put our
that.
heads together, we can come up with a plan. And lately,
She
we
seems
have
to disagree.
we have our income. We have it kind of lined out. Who's making what when? And the only one that's kind of like iffy is the second job for me, because it depends how many classes I'm teaching, right? I can get more, I can get less. Last week I got over 900. This week I got 200. So it
But
varies.
it
right?
averages out.
It
And you got
averages
about
out.
10,000 a month net.
Yeah.
Which is
So
awesome.
with that, we have like our bills, but the thing is, the bills that we do have, they take a huge chunk.
Yeah.
So at the end of it,
I'm
we're left
sure.
with like $100.
No, that's
And
great.
so
But
that's what we really like.
No, I want to know the dynamic around the conversation around budgeting right now. When we're talking about what we're doing with the household finances, what does it look like?
Right now, this moment is we follow a planner board that we have, and the discussions around that is, are you sticking to the board?
So
That's
it's holding
the-
each other.
Yeah, holding each other
And
accountable.
Me holding him mostly.